Good morning. So this reading is for Thursday, May 1st. And what I'm going to do is just pull a little bit about our past. Current energy. Future energy. So at the bottom of the deck here, we do have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity, and it feels like you're getting yourself into a place where you feel good about what you have to the point where you're able to share it with other people. So maybe spending time with people, whatever generosity looks like for you. And it feels like you're just getting into this better mindset and this better, stable place. But because of the cards that are coming out here, I am going to, I know it's in here. Let me go back to May. So if May, and I was just looking it up right before the reading, here we have Venus conjunct Neptune on May 2nd. So it'll be tomorrow. It looks like it'll be early afternoon in my time zone, so 1 o'clock in the afternoon roughly. And so Venus conjunct Neptune, I'm going to tell you right now, it's coming through in the reading. And so let's dig into the past energy here. So I have the Eight of Cups showing up, which is about walking away from something here. I'm getting this walking away from something that was not emotionally fulfilling, left you maybe feeling very confused, just not grounded in general. You're definitely moving into a more stable energy. That's coming through very loud and clear with that Six of Pentacles. But what I'm also getting here in the past is Four of Wands with the Empress. So the Four of Wands, it is one of the cards of marriage in tarot. It is about a reason to celebrate. There's a lot of stability connected to the number 4. We have the Empress showing up, and so it's Venus energy. It rules relationships, what you love and what you value. And so what's showing up here in the past is you moving into a more stable, grounded life. Life is the word that I'm getting, but this could be relationship, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic relationship. It could be family relationships, other relationships in your life where you're looking for something that's very grounded, stable, reliable, happy. I'm getting a lot of that kind of energy coming through with the Four of Wands and the Empress. And so when I look at the current energy here, I'm getting the Five of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Emperor. So Five of Cups could indicate here that you do need to shift your focus, that you're focusing on what you've lost, just kind of sitting in that negative energy as opposed to focusing on what you have. But the Six of Wands indicates to me that you are going to be able to change your perspective, that you're not going to, if you're sitting in that energy now, it's not going to be for long. But with the Six of Wands and the Emperor showing up here, it feels like you're ready to take control of a situation. You're ready to take control of your emotions and the way that you understand everything playing out here. Because I've got the Emperor and the Empress with the Four of Wands showing up, and the Empress and the Emperor in the same spot, just in different rows. And so it feels like you're ready to embrace the harmony and balance that you're looking for in your life. And so when I look at the future energy here, I am getting the Knight of Pentacles, which is a card of a student. So it's a lot of learning things, taking in information, whatever is kind of around you right now. It's incorporating that knowledge into just everything. The decisions that you make, how you perceive situations, all of it. Then I've got the Devil showing up here again. And so the Devil showing up right in the middle of the future energy, right next to the Star, indicates to me what you're learning and what you're focusing on is how do you overcome the devil? You see it. You see yourself headed towards that mindset because this is connected to that Five of Cups. When you see yourself starting to slip into that negative mindset, you're trying to rely on your experience, rely on what you've been learning during these, I'm getting 6 months. So take the timeline as it resonates, but it's really about what you've been learning and gaining during all of this transformation and using that information to overcome the devil, not fall back into an old pattern or an old way of just existing, those structures that were holding you back, the like the self-imposed limitations, all of it. Because the star card showing up here indicates that you can easily overcome it just by shifting your focus onto what really matters, your goals and your dreams, and really creating that stable, kind of solid life that you're looking to build for yourself. So let's dig into all of this. Tell me about the Four of Wands. I'm getting a lot of 2 cards. Tell me about the Empress, and I'm getting 2 cards again. Interesting. Interesting. So let's talk about this 8 of Cups. So moving on from a situation, really ready to embrace the future energy and the kind of life you want to live. I'm getting the 7 of Wands with the Temperance. This is what you're moving towards. You're fighting for your own balance, your own emotional well-being. Temperance, it's Sagittarius. It's all things in moderation. And so really it's about kind of looking for that right balance, that stability in your life. That's what that Temperance is all about. Clarifying the 4 of Wands here, that reason to celebrate, also one of the marriage cards in Tarot. I'm getting the 4 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. All of the 4s are about stability. And so I've got the 4 of Wands out here twice. I've got the 4 of Pentacles out here as well. And so it's a lot of building a solid foundation, kind of being happy about the foundation that you're building, because you're coming at it from a very balanced, grounded energy, looking for stability long-term, and not trying to block yourself from this energy at all, really understanding everything and what needs to change in order for you to have that grounded energy. And then clarifying the Empress here, I have the 9 of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups, a lot of stability coming through. And so the 9 of Pentacles is a card of self-confidence. A 4 of Cups, it's overcoming sadness, disappointment, really prioritizing what really matters here, which is about you taking control back. You kind of stepping into your own confidence, knowing that you can create your own abundance, getting yourself out of that negative mindset, because we go from that 4 of Cups energy in the past to the 5 of Cups in the current. So let's clarify the 5. 6 of Wands. With that 5 of Cups energy, I'm getting the Justice here. And so balancing yourself out, getting yourself out of that negative mindset, really focusing on those cups that are still standing, creates a lot of balance in your life, because you're shifting your entire focus. You really are living the life that you focus on living. So if you're sitting there in that negative mindset, you're going to feel negative around everything. Everything is going to come across in that way. But if you start teaching yourself to think from a positive state of mind, that I'm capable of having these things, I'm capable of refilling those cups that have spilled over, then you start to recognize and be just appreciative of everything that's around you. It's this kind of sense of gratitude that I can achieve all of these things. And that helps to build the confidence. It creates the stability that you're looking for within you. Clarifying the 6 of Wands here, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune. And so the Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting a lot of growth and prosperity out of this. So you shifting your mindset into what you can have as opposed to what you may not have, or you may have lost in the past, really does make all the difference here. And so that Jupiter energy coming through with the Wheel of Fortune, that growth and expansion, this is all meant to take place. You are meant to have the kind of life that you want to live. It's just a matter of what steps are you taking to make that a reality. How are you creating your own balance here? There's a lot of self-empowerment lately. Clarifying the Emperor here is the Hanged Man. And so the Emperor, again, Mars energy. Mars is the god of war, so it's very strategic. It's also stable. Mars, so Emperor is actually the number 4 here. And then I've got the Hanged Man showing up. And so the Hanged Man is about seeing things from a different perspective. And so what's taking place here is, with all of this kind of Emperor, Empress energy, the Hanged Man energy, just all these really significant kind of spiritual cards, this really is about you evolving into a more high vibrational person. And so what's taking place here is that you're rising above all of these kind of low vibration, negative energies, this like negative pull into, okay, well, I didn't have this and that didn't go the way I wanted it to go. And it's like, well, that was one incident. Is that really worth sacrificing all of your happiness over maybe like a misspoken word or something that you meant to do but didn't. I mean, is it really, at the end of the day, that feels very low vibrational, and that's how it's coming across. Don't get so caught up in the minutia. Don't get so caught up in these little details. What is the big picture showing you here? Is the big picture saying, look at it from a more positive standpoint, because there's still a lot of growth available to you? Because if that's the answer, then yes, focus on that. Don't focus on these kind of low vibration, well, that one conversation or that one argument. Kind of do away with that mindset and really look at the big picture here. That's the message is coming through, and it's pretty dominant. Actually, feels a lot like an emperor coming through in that way. So take it as it resonates, but it feels like getting yourself out of your kind of head and focusing on the more positive here is the best way to go, because it's showing you all of that potential in the future. Tell me about this devil. That one feels significant. So the Hierophant showing up at the bottom of the deck here. It's Taurus energy. It's also one of the marriage cards within tarot. We have a lot of kind of relationship cards showing up, but take it as it resonates. Not everybody, again, is interested in that. I know I say it often, but it's true. In the future energy, that Knight of Pentacles is being clarified with the Knight of Swords. These are both movement cards. And so where you're really focusing on what you've learned and incorporating all of the experience and knowledge that you've gained, it's helping you figure out what steps you need to take. And then it's kind of motivating you to move in that direction, because there's a lot of movement coming through with these two cards. When it comes to demolishing the devil, because that's how it feels, I'm getting the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of happiness. So again, Five of Cups energy, focusing on the Two of Cups that are still standing, that three that spilled over, they're not meaningful. You're able to recapture those. And when you start to recapture your happiness, which is exactly how this is coming across, you're able to defeat and demolish this devil energy. You're able to really put this behind you. Clarifying the Star is the Fool. Brand new beginning, focused on your goals, your dreams, really pursuing all of this, going in this direction. So this is the reading for Thursday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.